We will now see how an vendor invoice can be created without a PO. We will go into the accounts payable module and into invoice journal. We will create a new vendor invoice by choosing the AP invoice journal name and create a new vendor invoice. So under account, we will choose the vendor to which we want to raise the invoice. We will choose the date. We will choose the invoice number, and we will give a description, and we can give an amount, credit amount, and the ledger account to which this entry needs to be posted. So since this is insurance, we post it to the insurance account, and we will give the financial dimensions which are required. And once this is done, we will post the entry. We will see how the payment for this entry needs to be done. And we will go into the accounts payable and payment journal. We will create a new vendor payment batch. We'll go into the lines. And we will choose from the account the vendor name to which we want to make payment. And we will say settle transactions. This will give us a list of invoices which are open with this particular vendor, and we will choose the invoice to which we want to make payment, and we will choose the bank account details. Once this is done, we will save, and since a payment needs an approval, so we will submit this for approval. And under workflow, if you want to recall an invoice which you have submitted for approval, then you can choose recall. And if you want to view the history, you want to see when this invoice was sent for approval, to whom it was sent, and who is the preparer for the invoice, the time, the date of the approval can all be obtained from view history. So we'll go into view history. And under tracking details, we can see the approval has started, and the approval item has gone to a particular approver. So to see how the approval process is done, I will just log in into the approver's account and get this approved so that we can proceed with the payment. And to the left of the screen, we can see that there are many items for approval, and from the approval we can know which we need to approve. So once the approver feels that the items are the particular invoice is fine, is for approval, we will go and approve. He can either approve, reject, request change, delegate, or view the history of the invoice, and he approves the particular invoice, and we will go back into the preparer's account and proceed with the payment. So here under accounts payable, we go back into payment journal, and under payment journal, this was the vendor payment which we had sent for approval. So we'll go into the lines, and yeah, this was the entry. So we will go into the lines say generate payments. And when you say generate payments, we will click again into generate payments, and we will choose the method of payment, a check, and a bank account from where we want to make payment. And we will say okay. And this will give us the check number, which is sequentially generated. And we will say okay. And we will post this entry. So this is how a vendor invoice without a PO can be raised in Dynamics 365, and how the payment for the particular vendor invoice can be done.